Welcome to Fairy Tale Retreat. Tonight, we journey to the kingdom of Sirian, where young Prince Elian dreams of adventure beyond his castle walls. As the summer solstice brings the magical Lantern Festival to the village of Brindlewood, Elian's curiosity leads him to join the celebration and follow the whispering lanterns into an enchanted forest. Close your eyes and let the gentle whispers of the lanterns and the serene sounds of the forest guide you into a peaceful slumber. Join Prince Elian on his magical journey to uncover ancient secrets and discover his true destiny. Chapter 1: The Prince and the Lanterns. In the heart of the kingdom of Siriani, nestled between verdant hills and crystal-clear rivers, stood the grand castle of King Alden. Within its sturdy stone walls, young Prince Elian spent his days learning the ways of royalty, his heart yearning for adventure beyond the palace gates. The kingdom was peaceful and prosperous, but Elian felt a persistent longing for something more. Every year, as the summer solstice approached, the village of Brindlewood, lying at the foot of the castle, prepared for a mysterious festival. The Lantern Festival, as it was known, was a night of wonder and enchantment. Hundreds of lanterns, crafted with intricate designs, were released into the night sky. Each lantern was said to whisper ancient tales, stories long forgotten by most. It was a festival steeped in old magic, and though many celebrated it, the royal family had always kept their distance, regarding it as mere superstition. Yet, for Prince Elian, the festival held a magnetic allure. From his tower window, he would watch the lanterns float into the sky, their warm glow and soft whispers calling to him like a siren's song. Each year, he begged his father to allow him to attend. But King Alden, fearing the unknown magic, always forbade it. On the eve of his 18th birthday, Elian's curiosity reached its peak. The festival was in full swing, and the village below was alight with laughter and the glow of countless lanterns. Unable to resist, Elian made a decision that would change his life forever. He donned a simple cloak and slipped out of the castle, determined to experience the festival firsthand. As he descended the winding path to Brindlewood, Elian could hear the distant hum of music and the joyous chatter of the villagers. He blended into the crowd, his royal bearing hidden beneath his cloak. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the soft murmur of the lanterns. Elian felt a thrill of excitement as he approached the village square, where the festivities were in full swing. The villagers danced and sang, their faces illuminated by the gentle glow of the lanterns. Children chased each other with gleeful shouts, and elders shared stories by the fireside. Elian's heart swelled with a sense of belonging, a feeling he had rarely experienced within the castle walls. As midnight approached, the villagers gathered in a circle, each holding a lantern. Elian, standing at the edge of the crowd, watched in awe as the lanterns were released into the sky, one by one. They floated upwards, their soft whispers blending into a harmonious symphony. It was then that Elian noticed a single lantern drifting towards him, its glow brighter than the rest. The lantern hovered before him, and as Elian reached out to touch it, he heard a voice, a whisper so soft and melodic that it sent shivers down his spine. The voice spoke of a forgotten village, hidden deep within the forest, and a secret that awaited discovery. Elian's curiosity was piqued, and he felt an inexplicable pull to follow the lantern. Ignoring the warnings of his father's advisors, Elian decided to pursue the mysterious whisper. He followed the lantern as it floated away from the village square, guiding him towards the edge of the forest. The path ahead was bathed in the lantern's warm glow, and Elian felt a sense of destiny unfolding before him. With a deep breath, he stepped into the shadows of the forest, ready to uncover the secrets that lay hidden in the whispers of the lanterns. Prince Elian's heart raced as he ventured deeper into the forest, the soft glow of the lantern leading the way. The night air was cool and fragrant with the scent of pine and earth, and the moon cast a silvery light that danced through the leaves. As he followed the lantern, it whispered to him in a language that seemed both ancient and familiar. The words flowed like a gentle stream, filling his mind with images of times long past. The lantern's whispers spoke of a forgotten village, once prosperous and vibrant, now lost to the annals of time. It told of a great calamity that had befallen the village, causing its inhabitants to scatter and its name to fade from memory. Elian felt a pang of sadness for the people who had once called that village home. He was determined to uncover their story and bring their legacy to light. The path through the forest was winding and treacherous, with roots and rocks jutting out from the ground like hidden traps. Yet, Elian moved with purpose, his steps guided by the lantern's glow. As he walked, he noticed other lanterns hanging from the branches of the trees, their light forming a shimmering pathway. Each lantern whispered its own tale, adding to the tapestry of stories that filled the night. Elian felt as if he were walking through a living library, each lantern a book that contained the memories of a bygone era. He paused occasionally to listen to their whispers, captivated by the richness of the stories. Some spoke of heroes and their epic quests, others of love and loss, and still others of the simple joys of everyday life. Each story was a thread in the intricate tapestry of history, and Elian was eager to unravel them all. As he ventured further into the forest, the whispers began to change. They grew more urgent, more insistent, as if trying to convey a message of great importance. Elian listened intently, trying to decipher their meaning. He heard mentions of a great treasure, hidden deep within the forest, and a powerful secret that could change the fate of the kingdom. The lanterns seemed to be guiding him towards this hidden treasure, and Elian felt a growing sense of anticipation. The forest grew denser and darker, the trees towering overhead like ancient sentinels. The path became narrower, forcing Elian to duck under low-hanging branches and navigate around thorny bushes. Despite the challenges, he pressed on, driven by the whispers and the promise of discovery. The lantern's light remained constant, a beacon of hope in the dark forest. Suddenly, the lantern's whispers grew louder, almost as if it were shouting. Elian stopped in his tracks, his heart pounding. He listened closely, straining to understand the words. The lantern spoke of a hidden clearing, a place where the forest parted to reveal a secret long buried. Elian's pulse quickened as he realized that he was close to his destination. With renewed determination, he pushed forward, the lantern leading him through the final stretch of the forest. The trees began to thin, and Elian could see a faint light ahead. He quickened his pace, eager to reach the clearing. The whispers grew louder and more urgent, guiding him like a compass. Finally, Elian emerged from the dense forest and stepped into the hidden clearing. The sight before him took his breath away. The clearing was bathed in the soft glow of hundreds of lanterns, their light casting a magical aura over the scene. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient stone archway covered in vines and moss. It seemed to pulse with a life of its own, as if holding the secrets of the past within its weathered stones. Elian approached the archway, the lantern's light growing brighter with each step. The whispers reached a crescendo, filling his mind with images and words. He knew that he had reached the threshold of a great discovery, a moment that would change his life forever. With a deep breath, he stepped through the archway, ready to uncover the secrets that lay beyond. Elian stood within the hidden clearing, marveling at the hundreds of lanterns casting a golden light over the scene. Each lantern whispered softly, filling the air with an enchanting melody of forgotten tales. In the center of the clearing stood the ancient stone archway, a portal to a world long lost to time. With a deep breath, Elian stepped through the archway, his heart pounding with anticipation. On the other side, the forest resumed its dense embrace, but the path ahead was illuminated by more glowing lanterns. These lanterns seemed to guide him with purpose, each whispering fragments of stories that stirred memories and emotions within him. The path wound through the forest, twisting and turning as if following the whims of an unseen architect. The lanterns hung from branches, casting their soft light on the ground below. Elian walked carefully, his eyes fixed on the glowing trail. He felt as if he were journeying through a living tapestry of history, each lantern a chapter in the grand tale of the kingdom. As he ventured further, Elian encountered gentle creatures that seemed to emerge from the very fabric of the forest. Deer with antlers that glowed softly in the moonlight, foxes with fur that shimmered like silver, and birds with feathers of iridescent hues, All watched him with curious eyes. They did not flee at his approach, but instead regarded him with a serene, knowing gaze. It was as if they recognized him as a part of the forest's ancient lore. Elian paused at a particularly bright lantern, its whispers more distinct than the others. He leaned in, listening intently. The lantern spoke of a hero from ages past, a prince much like himself who had ventured into the forest seeking a great treasure. This prince had been guided by the lanterns, much like Elian was now, and had faced trials that tested his courage and wisdom. Elian felt a kinship with this long-forgotten hero, their fates intertwined by the whispers of the lanterns. The path grew steeper, leading Elian up a hill covered in moss and ferns. The lanterns continued to guide him, their light unwavering. At the top of the hill, he reached a small plateau overlooking a vast expanse of forest. The view was breathtaking, the forest stretching out like a sea of green beneath the starlit sky. Elian felt a sense of peace wash over him, the worries of the kingdom and his duties as a prince momentarily forgotten. As he descended the hill, the lantern's whispers became more urgent, urging him onward. The forest seemed to close in around him, the trees growing taller and their branches forming a canopy that blocked out the moonlight. The only illumination came from the lanterns, their light a beacon in the darkness. Elian pressed forward, his determination unwavering. The path led him to a narrow stream, its waters clear and cool. The lanterns guided him across a series of stepping stones, their light reflecting off the water's surface. On the other side, the forest opened up once more, revealing a grove of ancient oak trees. The trees' branches were adorned with lanterns, their whispers creating a symphony of voices that filled the grove with an ethereal harmony. In the center of the grove stood a single lantern, larger and brighter than the others. Its light was almost blinding, and its whispers resonated with a power that sent shivers down Elian's spine. He approached the lantern with reverence, sensing that it held a key piece of the puzzle. As he reached out to touch it, the whispers grew louder, filling his mind with visions of the forgotten village and the hidden treasure. The lantern spoke of a village elder, a guardian of the secrets of the past, who awaited Elian's arrival. This elder would guide him to the treasure and reveal the truths that had been lost to time. Elian knew that his journey was far from over, but he felt a renewed sense of purpose. The lanterns had brought him this far, and he trusted that they would continue to light his way. With the grove behind him, Elian followed the lantern's glow deeper into the forest, ready to uncover the secrets that awaited him. Elian pressed on, the glow of the lanterns illuminating his path. As he ventured deeper into the forest, the atmosphere grew thicker with magic. The trees around him seemed to hum with life, their leaves rustling softly as if whispering secrets to one another. The whispers of the lanterns blended with the forest's murmurs, creating a harmonious symphony that filled Elian with a sense of wonder and trepidation. The forest was unlike any Elian had ever seen. The trees were ancient and towering, their gnarled branches twisting towards the sky like the fingers of giants. Strange bioluminescent flowers bloomed in the underbrush, casting a soft, ethereal glow. The air was filled with the sweet scent of these blossoms, mingling with the earthy aroma of moss and damp wood. Elian felt as if he had stepped into a world woven from dreams and old magic. As he walked, Elian noticed movement in the shadows. He turned to see a pair of glowing eyes watching him from the darkness. Startled, he took a step back, but the creature emerged from the shadows, revealing itself to be a deer with antlers that shimmered like moonlight. The deer regarded him with a calm, wise gaze before bounding gracefully into the depths of the forest. Elian felt a sense of awe and connection, as if the forest itself was acknowledging his presence. The lanterns continued to lead him deeper into the heart of the enchanted forest. Along the way, Elian encountered other magical creatures. Foxes with fur that glowed like embers, birds with feathers that sparkled like gems, and rabbits with ears as long as his arm. Each creature seemed to regard him with curiosity and acceptance, as if they knew he was on an important journey. Elian's path took him to a small, crystal-clear stream. The water sparkled under the lantern's light, and he knelt to take a drink. The cool, refreshing water invigorated him, and he felt a renewed sense of determination. He knew that he was close to uncovering the secrets the lanterns had whispered to him. As he stood up, he heard the faint sound of music drifting through the trees. It was a hauntingly beautiful melody, played on an instrument he couldn't quite identify. The music seemed to call to him, drawing him further into the forest. Elian followed the sound, his heart pounding with anticipation. The music led him to a glade where a group of ethereal beings danced in a circle. They were tall and slender, with skin that glowed softly in the moonlight, and hair that flowed like liquid silver. Their movements were graceful and fluid, their feet barely touching the ground. They noticed Elian and smiled, their eyes twinkling with ancient wisdom. One of the beings, a woman with eyes like starlit skies, stepped forward and beckoned to Elian. She held out her hand, and he took it, feeling a warmth and calmness spread through him. "Welcome, Prince Elian," she said in a voice like the rustling of leaves. "We have been expecting you." Elian felt a shiver run down his spine. "Who are you?" he asked, his voice filled with wonder. "We are the guardians of the forest," the woman replied. "We watch over this land and protect its secrets. The lanterns have guided you here for a reason. You are destined to uncover the truth and restore what has been lost." Elian nodded, his heart swelling with determination. "I will do whatever it takes to fulfill my destiny," he said. The woman smiled and gestured towards the path that lay ahead. "Continue on your journey, Prince Elian. The answers you seek are not far now. Trust in the lanterns, and they will lead you to the hidden clearing and the forgotten village." With a final nod, Elian continued down the path, the lantern's glow lighting his way. The forest seemed to part before him, guiding him ever closer to the hidden clearing where the secrets of the past awaited. Elian's journey through the enchanted forest was a dreamscape of wonder and mystery. The lantern's whispers, now a familiar companion, filled the air with their hauntingly beautiful tales. The trees around him seemed to lean closer, their ancient boughs creaking as if eager to listen. The magical creatures continued to accompany him, their presence a comforting reminder of the forest's enchantment. As the lanterns guided him further, the forest began to change. The trees grew taller and more ancient, their bark rough and deeply grooved, covered in moss and ivy. The air was cooler here, filled with the scent of pine and earth. Elian could feel the magic growing stronger, wrapping around him like a cloak. He knew he was nearing the hidden clearing, the place where the ancient secrets lay waiting to be uncovered. The path before him began to widen, and the lantern's glow intensified, illuminating the way with a golden light. Elian's heart quickened with anticipation. He stepped through a dense thicket of bushes, their leaves parting like a curtain to reveal a breathtaking sight. The hidden clearing lay before him, bathed in the soft glow of hundreds of lanterns. They hung from the branches of the trees, their light casting intricate patterns on the ground. The clearing was a tranquil oasis, filled with the soothing sounds of nature. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, and the air was alive with the soft hum of insects and the distant call of night birds. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient stone archway, its weathered surface covered in vines and moss. The archway seemed to pulse with a life of its own, as if it were a living entity guarding the secrets of the past. Elian approached it with reverence, feeling the weight of history and magic in the air. The whispers of the lanterns grew louder, urging him forward. Elian took a deep breath and stepped through the archway. As he crossed the threshold, he felt a surge of energy pass through him, filling him with a sense of purpose and destiny. The lantern's light surrounded him, guiding his steps as he ventured into the heart of the clearing. Beyond the archway, the clearing opened up into a large, open space. The ground was covered in soft grass, and wildflowers bloomed in vibrant colors. In the center of the space stood a large, ancient tree, its branches stretching towards the sky like the arms of a giant. The tree's trunk was thick and gnarled, its bark rough and weathered by time. The lanterns hung from its branches, their light illuminating the area with a warm golden glow. As Elian approached the tree, he noticed something unusual. At the base of the trunk was a small, intricately carved wooden door. The door was adorned with symbols and runes that seemed to shimmer in the lantern's light. Elian felt a thrill of excitement. He knew that this door held the key to the secrets he sought. He knelt before the door, his fingers tracing the symbols and runes. The whispers of the lanterns guided his thoughts, helping him to understand their meaning. The symbols spoke of a hidden village, a place lost to time and memory, where the people had guarded a great treasure. This treasure, the lanterns whispered, held the power to heal and restore, to bring prosperity and peace to the kingdom. With a sense of awe, Elian pushed open the wooden door. It swung open with a soft creak, revealing a hidden passageway that led down into the earth. The lantern's light spilled into the passage, illuminating the way forward. Elian took a deep breath and stepped inside, ready to uncover the secrets that lay hidden in the forgotten village. As he descended the steps, the whispers of the lanterns filled his mind with visions of the past. He saw images of the village, once vibrant and thriving, now a shadow of its former self. He saw the villagers, their faces etched with sorrow and loss, but also with hope and determination. Elian felt a deep connection to these people, and he knew that his journey was far from over. The passageway led him to a large underground chamber. The walls were lined with shelves filled with ancient books and scrolls, and the floor was covered in a mosaic of colourful tiles. In the centre of the chamber stood a pedestal, upon which rested a glowing crystal orb. The orb pulsed with a soft blue light, and the whispers of the lanterns seemed to emanate from within it. Elian approached the pedestal, his heart pounding with anticipation. He reached out and touched the orb, feeling its cool surface beneath his fingers. As he did, the whispers of the lanterns grew louder, filling his mind with knowledge and understanding. He saw visions of the village, of the people who had lived there, and of the treasure they had guarded. He saw the trials they had faced, and the sacrifices they had made to protect their legacy. With a sense of awe and reverence, Elian lifted the orb from the pedestal. He knew that he held in his hands the key to restoring the village and bringing prosperity to his kingdom. The whispers of the lanterns guided him as he made his way back to the surface, their light illuminating the path before him. As he stepped out of the passageway and back into the clearing, Elian felt a sense of accomplishment and purpose. He knew that his journey was far from over, but he felt confident in his ability to fulfill his destiny. The lantern's light surrounded him, guiding his steps as he made his way towards the forgotten village and the people who awaited his arrival. Elian emerged from the hidden clearing, the glowing crystal orb clutched in his hand. The lanterns continued to guide him, their whispers blending with the sounds of the forest. He followed their gentle light, feeling a growing sense of anticipation. He knew that the final part of his journey was near, and he was eager to uncover the secrets of the forgotten village. As he walked, the forest began to change once more. The trees grew less dense, and the path widened, leading him towards a hidden valley. The air was thick with the scent of blooming flowers and fresh grass, and the whispers of the lanterns grew louder, urging him onward. Elian felt a sense of peace wash over him, the weight of his journey lifting with each step. Finally, he reached the edge of the forest and gazed upon the forgotten village. Nestled in the heart of the valley, the village was a picturesque sight. Quaint cottages with thatched roofs and ivy-covered walls lined the cobblestone streets. Gardens filled with vibrant flowers and herbs added splashes of color to the scene. Despite the village's beauty, there was a sense of melancholy in the air, a reminder of the time that had passed and the memories that had faded. The lanterns led Elian to the village square, where a large, ancient tree stood in the center. Its branches were adorned with lanterns, their light casting a warm glow over the area. As Elian approached, he noticed that the villagers had gathered around the tree, their faces etched with a mixture of hope and sorrow. The villagers greeted Elian with warm smiles and nods of recognition, as if they had been expecting him. Their eyes held a deep sense of wisdom and understanding, and their voices were soft, almost as if they were whispering. Elian felt a connection to these people, a sense of belonging that he had never felt before. One of the villagers, an elderly man with a long white beard and kind eyes, stepped forward and bowed to Elian. "Welcome, Prince Elian," he said in a gentle voice. "We have awaited your arrival for many years. The lanterns have guided you here for a reason, and we are grateful for your presence." Elian bowed in return, his heart swelling with gratitude and humility. "Thank you," he replied. "I am honored to be here. The lanterns have shown me the way, and I am eager to uncover the secrets of this village and fulfill my destiny." The elderly man nodded and gestured towards the ancient tree. "This tree is the heart of our village," he explained. "It holds the memories and stories of our people. The lanterns, which you have followed, are imbued with the magic of our ancestors. They have guided you here to help restore what has been lost and to bring hope to our village once more." Elian approached the tree and placed the glowing crystal orb at its base. As he did, the whispers of the lanterns grew louder, filling the air with a harmonious melody. The orb pulsed with a bright light, and the tree seemed to come alive, its branches swaying gently in the breeze. The villagers gathered around Elian, their eyes filled with wonder and anticipation. The elderly man stepped forward once more and placed his hand on Elian's shoulder. "The crystal orb you hold is the key to our village's restoration," he said. "It contains the power to heal and to bring prosperity. With it, you can unlock the secrets of our past and ensure a bright future for our people." Elian nodded, feeling a deep sense of responsibility. He knew that his journey was far from over, but he felt confident in his ability to fulfill his destiny. The whispers of the lanterns guided his thoughts, filling his mind with knowledge and understanding. With a sense of purpose, Elian placed his hand on the crystal orb and closed his eyes. He felt a surge of energy pass through him, filling him with strength and determination. The whispers of the lanterns grew louder, forming a symphony of voices that spoke of hope, courage, and wisdom. As Elian opened his eyes, he saw that the village had begun to transform. The cottages, once weathered and worn, now stood strong and vibrant. The gardens bloomed with new life, and the air was filled with the scent of fresh flowers and herbs. The villagers' faces were filled with joy and gratitude, their eyes shining with hope. Elian knew that he had unlocked the secrets of the forgotten village and brought prosperity to its people. He felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that he had fulfilled his destiny. The lantern's whispers had guided him on his journey, and he had uncovered the truths that had been lost to time. With the village restored and the people filled with hope, Elian knew that it was time to return to his kingdom. He bid farewell to the villagers, promising to return and visit them often. As he made his way back through the forest, the lanterns guided him once more, their light leading him home. As he walked, the whispers of the lanterns filled his mind with one final tale, a story of courage, wisdom, and the unbreakable bonds between people and the past. Elian knew that this story would stay with him forever, a reminder of the journey he had undertaken and the destiny he had fulfilled. Chapter 2: The Village of Whispers. Prince Elian stepped into the village square, the glow of the lanterns casting a warm light over the quaint cottages and cobblestone streets. The villagers gathered around him, their faces illuminated by a mix of curiosity and hope. Elian felt a surge of responsibility as he looked into their eyes, knowing that he was their beacon of hope. The elderly man with the kind eyes who had greeted Elian at the ancient tree stepped forward once more. "Welcome, Prince Elian," he repeated, his voice filled with warmth. "I am Eldrick, the village elder. We have awaited your arrival for many years. The lanterns have guided you here to help restore our village and uncover the secrets of our past." Elian bowed respectfully. "Thank you, Eldrick. I am honored to be here. The lanterns have shown me the way, and I am eager to fulfill my destiny and help your village." Eldrick smiled and gestured for Elian to follow him. "Come, let us introduce you to the rest of the villagers and share with you the tales of our history." As they walked, Eldrick pointed out various cottages and gardens, explaining the significance of each. The village was a tapestry of history, each building and garden holding stories of the past. The villagers gathered in a circle around a large fire pit in the center of the square. Eldrick gestured for Elian to sit beside him on a wooden bench. The villagers, their faces filled with anticipation, settled around the fire. Eldrick began to speak, his voice resonating with the weight of centuries-old wisdom. Our village was once a thriving community, Eldrick began, his eyes reflecting the flames. We were known for our wisdom and our connection to the ancient magic of the lanterns. Each lantern held a fragment of our history, whispering the tales of our ancestors. But many years ago, a great calamity befell us. The lanterns began to fade, their whispers growing faint. Our village fell into despair, and our stories were lost to time. Elian listened intently, his heart heavy with the weight of the villagers' plight. He could feel the deep sense of loss that permeated the village, but he also sensed a flicker of hope. The lanterns had guided him here for a reason, and he was determined to uncover the secrets that would restore the village. Now that you are here, Prince Elian, Eldrick continued, we believe that the time has come to reclaim our heritage and restore the magic of the lanterns. You possess the courage and wisdom needed to decipher the ancient riddles and unlock the power that lies hidden within our village. Elian nodded, feeling a sense of determination. I will do everything in my power to help restore your village and uncover the secrets of the lanterns. Together, we will bring prosperity and hope back to this place. The villagers murmured their approval, their faces brightening with hope. Eldrick smiled and placed a hand on Elian's shoulder. Thank you, Prince Elian. Your presence here is a sign that our fortunes are about to change. The lanterns have chosen you for a reason, and we will do everything we can to support you on this journey. As the fire crackled and the villagers shared stories of their past, Elian felt a deep sense of connection to these people. He knew that his journey was far from over, but he felt confident in his ability to fulfill his destiny. The whispers of the lanterns had guided him here, and he was determined to uncover the truths that had been lost to time. The evening wore on, and the villagers began to disperse, their hearts filled with renewed hope. Eldrick stood and gestured for Elian to follow him. There is someone you must meet, he said, his voice filled with a sense of urgency. She is the keeper of the lanterns and holds the key to unlocking the secrets of our past. Elian followed Eldrick through the village, the lanterns lighting their way. They arrived at a small cottage on the edge of the village, its windows glowing with a warm light. Eldrick knocked on the door, and it was opened by a woman with eyes that seemed to see beyond the present. Her hair was silver, and her face bore the wisdom of many years. Prince Elian, Eldrick said, this is Seraphina, the Lantern Keeper. She has been awaiting your arrival and will guide you on your quest to uncover the secrets of our village. Seraphina bowed gracefully. Welcome, Prince Elian, she said in a voice as soothing as the whispers of the lanterns. The lanterns have brought you here for a reason. Together, we will unlock the mysteries of our past and restore the magic of our village. Elian felt a deep sense of purpose as he looked into Seraphina's eyes. He knew that the next phase of his journey was about to begin, and he was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Elian followed Seraphina into her quaint lantern-lit cottage. The interior was warm and inviting, filled with the scent of herbs and the soft glow of numerous lanterns hanging from the rafters. Each lantern seemed to hold a story within its light, casting enchanting patterns on the walls. Seraphina gestured for Elian to sit at a wooden table adorned with intricate carvings. As Elian settled into the chair, Seraphina joined him, her eyes twinkling with a blend of wisdom and warmth. Prince Elian, the lanterns have chosen you for a reason. The tales they whisper are the keys to our past and the path to our future. Allow me to share the stories of our ancestors, so you may understand the significance of your journey. Elian nodded, his heart filled with anticipation. Seraphina began to speak, her voice resonating with the cadence of an ancient song. Many centuries ago, our village, known as Lysandra, was a beacon of light and wisdom. We were the keepers of the lanterns, each one imbued with the magic of our ancestors. The lanterns held the stories of our people, whispering tales of bravery, love, and sacrifice. She paused, her eyes distant as she delved into the memories of the past. Our village thrived, and our people lived in harmony with nature and magic. But one fateful day, a great darkness descended upon us. A powerful sorcerer, consumed by envy and greed, sought to claim the magic of the lanterns for himself. He cast a curse upon our village, causing the lanterns' light to fade and their whispers to grow faint. Elian leaned forward, captivated by Seraphina's tale. The sorcerer's curse plunged our village into despair, she continued. The lantern's magic waned, and our stories began to fade from memory. Our ancestors fought valiantly to protect our heritage, but the sorcerer's power was too great. In a final act of desperation, they hid the most powerful lanterns and scattered the rest, hoping to one day restore our village. Seraphina's eyes met Elian's, her gaze intense and filled with purpose. For generations, we have waited for someone who could break the curse and restore the magic of the lanterns. The whispers of the lanterns have guided you here, Prince Elian, because you possess the courage and wisdom needed to lift the curse and reclaim our legacy. Elian felt a surge of determination. I will do everything in my power to help your village, Seraphina. The lanterns have shown me the way, and I am ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Seraphina smiled, her expression one of gratitude and hope. Thank you, Prince Elian. Your journey will not be easy, but the lanterns will guide you. We must uncover the hidden lanterns and restore their light. Only then can we break the sorcerer's curse and bring prosperity back to Lysandra. She rose from the table and led Elian to a corner of the cottage where a large ancient book lay on a wooden pedestal. The book's cover was adorned with intricate runes and symbols, shimmering faintly in the lantern light. "This is the Book of Whispers," Seraphina explained. "It contains the stories and knowledge of our ancestors. The lanterns will help you decipher its secrets and guide you on your quest." Elian opened the book, its pages filled with beautifully illustrated stories and ancient texts. As he read, the whispers of the lanterns seemed to grow louder, their voices guiding his understanding. He felt a deep connection to the past, the weight of history resting on his shoulders. Seraphina placed a hand on his shoulder. "The journey ahead will test your resolve, Prince Elian. But remember, you are not alone. The villagers and I will support you, and the lanterns will light your way." Elian closed the book, his heart filled with determination. "Thank you, Seraphina. I am ready to begin the quest and restore the magic of Lysandra. Together, we will lift the curse and bring hope back to your village." With renewed purpose, Elian prepared to embark on the next phase of his journey, guided by the whispers of the lanterns and the wisdom of the Book of Whispers. The path ahead was uncertain, but Elian knew that he was destined to uncover the secrets of the past and restore the light to Lysandra. The following morning, Elian awoke to the soft light of dawn filtering through the windows of Seraphina's cottage. The whispers of the lanterns had been a constant presence throughout the night, weaving dreams filled with ancient tales and glimpses of a time when the village of Lysandra flourished. After a hearty breakfast prepared by Seraphina, Elian stepped outside into the crisp morning air. The villagers were already bustling about, their faces bright with renewed hope. Eldrick awaited him at the village square, his eyes twinkling with anticipation. "Good morning, Prince Elian," Eldrick greeted warmly. "Today, you will begin your quest to uncover the hidden lanterns and lift the sorcerer's curse. The Book of Whispers contains riddles and clues that will guide you. Each clue will lead you to a lantern hidden within our village and its surrounding lands." Elian nodded, feeling a surge of determination. "I am ready, Eldrick. Where do we begin?" Eldrick handed Elian the Book of Whispers, its pages glowing faintly with magic. The first riddle speaks of a place where the water sings and the stones whisper. It is said that the lantern hidden there holds the power of foresight, revealing the path ahead. Elian carefully read the riddle, its poetic words forming a vivid image in his mind. "I know this place," he said confidently. "It must be the Whispering Stream, just beyond the edge of the forest." With Eldrick's guidance, Elian set off towards the Whispering Stream. The villagers watched him go, their silent prayers and hopeful whispers following him. As he walked, the lanterns continued to guide him, their light casting gentle shadows on the path ahead. The forest opened up to reveal a serene stream, its waters glistening in the morning sun. The sound of the water was indeed like a song, its gentle melody harmonizing with the rustling leaves and the distant calls of birds. Elian approached the stream, listening intently for the whispers of the stones. He knelt by the water's edge, his eyes scanning the area for any sign of the hidden lantern. The Book of Whispers had described the lantern as being concealed beneath a stone marked with ancient runes. Elian carefully examined the stones along the stream, his fingers tracing their smooth surfaces. Finally, he found it. A stone larger than the others, its surface engraved with intricate runes that shimmered faintly in the sunlight. Elian lifted the stone, revealing a small glowing lantern nestled beneath it. The lantern's light was soft and warm, its whispers filling the air with a sense of anticipation. Elian carefully took the lantern in his hands, feeling its gentle warmth. As he did, the whispers grew louder, forming coherent words that spoke of foresight and wisdom. The lantern's light brightened, casting a vision of the path ahead. Elian saw glimpses of the next locations, each one a step closer to lifting the curse. With the first lantern in hand, Elian made his way back to the village, where Eldrick and the other villagers awaited his return. Their faces lit up with joy as they saw the glowing lantern, its light a beacon of hope. "Well done, Prince Elian," Eldrick said, his voice filled with pride. "The lantern of foresight will guide you on your journey. Each lantern you uncover will bring us one step closer to breaking the curse and restoring our village." Elian felt a deep sense of accomplishment, but he knew that his quest was far from over. The Book of Whispers contained many more riddles, each one leading to another hidden lantern. The journey ahead would be filled with challenges, but Elian felt ready to face them with the support of the villagers and the guidance of the lanterns. As night fell, the village gathered in the square once more, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of the lantern of foresight. Elian shared the vision he had seen, describing the next location hinted at by the lantern's whispers. The villagers listened with rapt attention, their hope renewed with each word. Eldrick placed a hand on Elian's shoulder. "Tomorrow, you will continue your quest. Rest well tonight, Prince Elian. The lanterns will light your way, and we will be here to support you every step of the journey." Elian nodded, feeling a deep sense of camaraderie with the villagers. He knew that the path ahead would be challenging, but he felt confident in his ability to fulfill his destiny. The whispers of the lanterns had guided him this far, and he was determined to uncover the secrets of the past and restore the light to Lysandra. The morning sun bathed Lysandra in a golden glow as Elian, invigorated by the villagers' renewed hope, set out for his next task. Guided by the whispers of the first lantern, he headed towards the lantern keeper's cottage once more. Serafina, The lantern keeper awaited him at her door, her eyes reflecting the wisdom of ages. "Good morning, Prince Elian," Seraphina greeted with a gentle smile. "I see you have successfully retrieved the Lantern of Foresight. It will be invaluable on your journey. Are you ready to delve deeper into the mysteries that bind our village?" Elian nodded, his resolve firm. "I am ready, Seraphina. Tell me what I must do next." Seraphina led him inside her cottage, where the soft glow of countless lanterns created a serene atmosphere. She guided him to a large wooden table covered in maps, ancient texts, and glowing crystals. In the center of the table lay the Book of Whispers, its pages open to another riddle. "The next lantern you seek," Seraphina began, her voice like the rustle of leaves, "is hidden within the Cave of Echoes. This cave lies to the west of our village, where the mountains rise high and the winds whisper secrets. The lantern of wisdom is hidden there, its light capable of illuminating even the darkest of paths." Elian studied the map, noting the location of the cave. "The Cave of Echoes," he murmured. "What challenges await me there?" Seraphina's eyes darkened with concern. "The cave is a place of ancient power. It tests the mind and spirit with illusions and echoes of one's deepest fears. But fear not, for the Lantern of Foresight will guide you, revealing the true path amidst the shadows." With Seraphina's guidance, Elian set out for the Cave of Echoes. The villagers wished him well, their silent prayers accompanying him as he journeyed westward. The path led him through dense forests and rocky terrain, the lantern's whispers steadying his steps and bolstering his courage. As Elian approached the entrance to the Cave of Echoes, a chill wind swept through the mountains, carrying with it the faint sounds of distant whispers. The cave's mouth yawned before him, a dark void that seemed to draw in all light. Elian took a deep breath and stepped inside. The Lantern of Foresight held high. The cave's interior was a labyrinth of twisting tunnels and shadowy alcoves. The air was cool and damp, and the walls seemed to pulse with a life of their own. Elian's footsteps echoed, mingling with the whispers that filled the cavern. He followed the lantern's light, its glow revealing hidden passages and warding off the illusions that sought to lead him astray. As he ventured deeper, the whispers grew louder, forming words that resonated within his mind. They spoke of courage and wisdom, urging him to trust in his instincts and the guidance of the lantern. Elian's heart pounded, but he remained steadfast, his resolve unshaken. Suddenly, the path before him split into 3 tunnels, each one dark and foreboding. The Lantern of Foresight flared brightly, its light casting a vision of the true path. Elian chose the middle tunnel, its shadows parting as he moved forward. The tunnel opened into a vast chamber, its ceiling lost in darkness. In the center of the chamber stood a stone pedestal. upon which rested the lantern of wisdom. Its light was pure and bright, illuminating the chamber with a warm, golden glow. Elian approached the pedestal, feeling the weight of the journey and the significance of this moment. As he reached out to take the lantern, a figure emerged from the shadows, an echo of himself, embodying his deepest fears and doubts. The figure spoke with Elian's voice, its words filled with uncertainty and hesitation. "You are not worthy of this quest," the figure whispered. "You will fail just as others before you have failed." Elian felt a surge of doubt, but the lantern of foresight's light brightened, dispelling the shadows of his fears. He took a deep breath and faced his echo. "I am not perfect, and I have my doubts, but I am determined to fulfill my destiny and restore the light to Lysandra." With those words, the echo dissipated, its whispers fading into silence. Elian reached out and grasped the lantern of wisdom, feeling its warmth and strength flow through him. The chamber's light grew brighter, revealing intricate carvings on the walls, stories of the village's past and the trials of its people. Elian knew that he had passed the test, and the lantern of wisdom was now his to wield. With both lanterns in hand, he made his way back to the village, the path illuminated by their combined light. The villagers greeted him with joyous cheers, their hope rekindled by the sight of the second lantern. Seraphina met him at the village square, her eyes shining with pride. "You have done well, Prince Elian. The lantern of wisdom will guide your thoughts and decisions, ensuring that you make the right choices on your quest. There are still more lanterns to uncover, but you have proven your worth and determination." Elian felt a deep sense of fulfillment and readiness. "Thank you, Seraphina. I will continue to seek out the hidden lanterns and restore the light to Lysandra. Together we will break the sorcerer's curse and bring prosperity back to our village." As night fell, the villagers gathered around the square, their faces glowing with hope and anticipation. Elian knew that the journey ahead would be filled with challenges, but he felt confident in his ability to overcome them with the guidance of the lanterns and the support of the villagers. Elian spent the next few days studying the Book of Whispers, its pages revealing riddles and clues that guided him to the remaining lanterns. Each clue was a puzzle, and each lantern a piece of the grand tapestry that held the village's history and future. With the lantern of foresight and the lantern of wisdom, Elian navigated through the challenges, uncovering lanterns hidden in the most unexpected places. Beneath ancient oak trees, within forgotten wells, and even inside abandoned cottages. The light of each lantern grew stronger, their whispers more coherent, weaving a story of resilience and hope. The village of Lysandra began to transform. The once faded cottages were now vibrant, their gardens blooming with life. The villagers, rejuvenated by the return of the lanterns, worked together to restore their home. Elian felt a deep sense of fulfillment seeing the villagers' joy, knowing that their hope had been rekindled. One evening, as Elian studied the Book of Whispers by the soft glow of the lanterns, Seraphina entered the cottage. "Elian, you have done remarkable work. The lanterns you have uncovered have brought new life to our village. However, there remains one final lantern, the lantern of restoration. It is the most powerful of them all and is hidden deep within the heart of our village, in a place that has been forgotten by time." Elian looked up from the book, his eyes filled with determination. "Where is this place, Seraphina? How can I find it?" Seraphina handed Elian an ancient map, its edges frayed and its surface covered in cryptic symbols. "This map will guide you to the hidden chamber beneath the village. The lantern of restoration lies within, waiting to be discovered. But be warned, the chamber is protected by powerful magic, and only someone with a pure heart and unwavering resolve can access it." Elian studied the map, the lantern's whispers guiding his understanding. He saw the path leading to the village square and then spiraling downwards into a series of underground tunnels. "I understand, Seraphina. I will find the lantern of restoration and lift the sorcerer's curse once and for all." The villagers gathered in the square, their faces illuminated by the glow of the lanterns. Eldrick stepped forward, his eyes filled with pride. "Prince Elian, you have already done so much for us. We believe in you and we are with you in spirit. Go forth with our blessings." Elian nodded, feeling the weight of their hopes and dreams upon his shoulders. He made his way to the center of the square, where the map indicated the entrance to the underground chamber lay hidden. With the lantern of foresight and the lantern of wisdom guiding him, Elian searched the ground, his fingers tracing the ancient runes carved into the stones. Finally, he found it, a concealed trapdoor covered in vines and moss. He cleared away the debris and lifted the heavy door, revealing a dark staircase that descended into the earth. The air was cool and damp, carrying the faint scent of earth and stone. Elian took a deep breath and began his descent, the lanterns lighting his way. The tunnels were narrow and winding, their walls covered in more ancient runes. The lanterns' whispers filled the air, their voices harmonizing into a soothing melody that guided Elian's steps. He felt a sense of peace and purpose, knowing that he was drawing closer to the heart of the village's secrets. After what felt like hours, the tunnel opened into a vast underground chamber. The walls were adorned with intricate carvings depicting the history of Lysandra, from its founding to the great calamity that had befallen it. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal, upon which rested the lantern of restoration. Its light was pure and radiant, casting a warm glow that filled the chamber with a sense of hope and renewal. Elian approached the pedestal, his heart pounding with anticipation. As he reached out to take the lantern, A shimmering barrier of magic appeared, blocking his path. The lanterns in his hands flared brightly, their whispers guiding his thoughts. Elian closed his eyes and took a deep breath, focusing on the strength and determination that had brought him this far. He spoke softly, his voice echoing in the chamber. I seek the lantern of restoration to lift the sorcerer's curse and restore the light to Lysandra. My heart is pure and my resolve unwavering. I will fulfill my destiny and bring hope back to this village. The barrier shimmered for a moment before dissolving into the air. Elian reached out and grasped the lantern of restoration, feeling its warmth and power flow through him. The lantern's light grew brighter, filling the chamber with a brilliant glow. The carvings on the walls seemed to come alive, their stories dancing in the light. With the final lantern in hand, Elian made his way back to the surface. As he emerged from the tunnel, the villagers erupted in cheers, their faces alight with joy and hope. Seraphina and Eldrick approached him, their eyes filled with gratitude. You have done it, Prince Elian, Seraphina said, her voice trembling with emotion. The lantern of restoration will heal our village and break the sorcerer's curse. You have brought hope and light back to Lysandra. Elian smiled, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. Thank you, Seraphina. This is a victory for all of us. Together, we will restore our village and ensure that its light shines brightly for generations to come. As night fell, the villagers gathered in the square, their faces glowing with hope and anticipation. Elian knew that the journey ahead would be filled with challenges, but he felt confident in his ability to overcome them with the guidance of the lanterns and the support of the villagers. With the lantern of restoration cradled carefully in his hands, Elian looked upon the faces of the villagers, their eyes glistening with gratitude and hope. The lantern's pure, radiant light bathed them all in a warm golden glow, dispelling the last remnants of the sorcerer's curse that had long haunted Lysandra. Tonight, Elian announced, his voice clear and strong, we celebrate the renewal of our village. Tomorrow, I shall return to my kingdom with the knowledge and wisdom gained here. But tonight, we honor the light that has been restored. The villagers cheered, their voices harmonizing with the whispers of the lanterns, creating a symphony of hope and joy. Eldrick stepped forward, his eyes brimming with emotion. Prince Elian, you have done more than we could have ever hoped for. You have not only restored our lanterns, but also our spirits. We are eternally grateful. Seraphina joined them, her serene smile reflecting the lantern's glow. You have proven yourself to be a true guardian of the light, Prince Elian. The legacy of Lysandra will live on, thanks to your courage and determination. As the night deepened, the village square transformed into a scene of joyous celebration. The villagers danced and sang, their hearts lightened by the promise of a brighter future. Elian joined them, feeling a profound sense of unity and purpose. The lanterns swayed gently in the night breeze, their whispers now a chorus of blessings and thanks. As the first light of dawn began to creep over the horizon, Elian prepared to leave Lysandra. The villagers gathered to bid him farewell, their faces filled with pride and affection. Eldrick handed Elian a small, intricately carved wooden box. "This contains a piece of our village's history," he explained. "Take it with you as a token of our gratitude and a reminder of the light you have restored." Elian accepted the box with reverence, knowing that it held the stories and memories of the village he had come to cherish. "Thank you, Eldrick. I will carry Lysandra's legacy with me always." Seraphina stepped forward, her eyes shining with wisdom. "Remember, Prince Elian, the light of the lanterns will always guide you. No matter where you go, their whispers will be with you, offering guidance and strength." With a final embrace, Elian turned towards the forest, the path home illuminated by the combined glow of the lanterns he carried. The journey back felt different. The forest, once shrouded in mystery and shadows, now seemed welcoming and full of life. The magical creatures he had encountered on his way to Lysandra appeared once more, their eyes reflecting the lantern's light, as if they too were bidding him farewell. As Elian walked, the whispers of the lanterns filled his mind with a final tale, a story of courage, wisdom, and the unbreakable bonds between people and their past. He knew that the lessons he had learned in Lysandra would guide him in his future endeavors, helping him lead his kingdom with the same light and wisdom he had found in the village. When he finally emerged from the forest, the sight of his kingdom brought a sense of anticipation and resolve. Elian knew that he had changed, and with the knowledge and light he carried, he was ready to bring about a new era of prosperity and hope. Upon his return to the castle, Elian was greeted with astonished looks and joyous shouts. The king and queen, his parents, rushed to embrace him, their eyes filled with relief and pride. "Elian, my son," the king said, his voice trembling with emotion. "You have returned, and I can see that you bring with you something extraordinary." Elian smiled and held up the lantern of restoration. "Father, Mother, I have uncovered the secrets of Lysandra, a village long forgotten but filled with wisdom and light. These lanterns have guided me, and now they will guide us all." That night, the castle and the entire kingdom celebrated Elian's return and the promise of a brighter future. The lantern's light spread throughout the land, their whispers telling stories of courage and hope to all who listened. Elian knew that his journey was only the beginning, and that the legacy of Lysandra would live on in the hearts and minds of his people. As the celebration continued, Elian stood at the castle's balcony, looking out over his kingdom. The lantern's light mingled with the stars, creating a tapestry of light that illuminated the night. he felt a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose, knowing that he had fulfilled his destiny and brought hope back to his people. The whispers of the lanterns would forever be a part of him, guiding him through the challenges and triumphs that lay ahead. And as he looked towards the future, Elian knew that the light of Lysandra would continue to shine, illuminating the path for generations to come.